Go ahead and tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and set the record straight for you. It's going to be all right. No matter what you're thinking, I promise you. I was like this morning thinking, man, I wish things were just a little bit different for myself. And God reminded me, Strick, man, I got you. And I'm like, if God got me, then I'm good, like really good. And I'm really good this morning because I got guests in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Not only are we live like right now, 95.7 Jam Studio, but we're recording for Strick City TV, and I have somebody here that I know you guys are going to want to hear from. His name is Lew Burdette from King's Homes. How you doing, sir?
Great, DJ. Thanks for having me this morning.
Hey, man, see, you already know how to work radio, brother. He's talking loud so everybody can hear him, Lew. That's really, really good. Now, you're here because you guys actually have an event coming up at King's Homes.
A week from today, it's a huge event, November 18th at King's Home main campus in Chelsea, Alabama, and it's called Campfire for the King.
So, for people that don't know anything about King's Home, now, of course, I know, and I love what you guys do are helping kids. Can you kind of explain for people that may not kind of know who you are and what you do?
Well, I love your intro just a second ago when you said everything's going to be okay, because you know, at King's Home, our kids come, 93% have been abused in some way.
Wow.
And they're coming to find hope and an opportunity to start over in life. And we know that with all that hurt and disappointment and wounds that they've had in life, because life hadn't treated them fairly, having been abused, that they can find hope and healing at King's Home. And so people ask me, what's King's Home all about? It's all about Jesus, because Jesus is the only person that can do that kind of healing.
I mean, if you could just say that one more time, because sometimes I might say it and people are like, oh, Strick always talking about Jesus. But for people to really understand that sometimes there's always going to be, I need one step, I need a little more, I need a little of this, I need a little of that. And that little that people are searching for is Jesus.
It's all about Jesus, and that's what and people are so amazed because they think, oh, it's all about this great care that we give, and it's all about, you know, having a chance to do better in school, and it's all about getting medical care, and it's all about getting clothes, and we do all those great things,
right?
But at the center of it, it's all about Jesus.
Wow. So you guys actually help young people that may be in need.
About 50 kids in need, high-risk kids that are experiencing a lot of, like I said, hurt in life, experiencing a lot of psychological challenges because of the hurt in their life. They don't understand, you know, why is life not treating me fairly? Why was I born into the family I was born into?
Right.
And, you know, how do I process that? And how do I work out of that? And it's Jeremiah 29:11. God has a plan and a hope and a future for you.
Wow. He's quoting scripture on my show. Y'all know how I like that. And definitely, if people really understood that there's organizations out there like King's Homes that are really trying to stand in the gap and be God's hand to help people, especially young people. Everybody knows I love the kids, you know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But you guys are being in the gap for young people, and on November the 18th, you're doing a big presentation that people can come to.
Campfire for the King. It is a huge event. It's on our main campus, beautiful campus, 100 acres. We got a 8-acre lake stocked with bass and brim and catfish, and so we kick off the afternoon at 2 o'clock next Sunday, a week from today, with a fishing rodeo.
Okay. With
professional bass angler Randy Howell, and we are also giving away his $70,000 boat that night.
Wow.
So you buy a $100 ticket for a chance to win his boat. And that's just the beginning, the fishing road. Then we have a big main stage, and we'll have people out there, Christian groups out there singing, sharing. We have a live nativity with sheep and goats and a donkey, and we have campfires all around that are on fire, and hayride and Santa Claus and inflatables for kids where they can go and have, you know, like a kids zone where they can have fun down there, bungee jumping thing. It is fun family afternoon at King's Home.
But really, you know, it's a lot of things for the whole family, but you're going to give away a $70,000 boat that night.
We've only sold right today about 450 tickets. So that's pretty good odds,
right?
You know, that you might win that boat, $70,000 boat. You got a 1 in 450 chance right now. Now, this week we hope to sell a lot more tickets.
Right.
So it's a $100 ticket to win.
Well, let me ask you this question, just for me. If the boat costs $70,000, you know, What do you think I can get a seat for? Like, if y'all can get me like one of those seats.
Just one of those seats?
One of those seats would be about $1,000 or $2,000 something.
We'll have to ask Randy Howell that one.
No, just give me the seat, and I'll come up with the estimation of what it is. Hey, check this out, man. I got some more. We're going to talk some more about what you guys are doing. I want to be sure people get details of how to get down there and make sure they know how to get that raffle ticket for that boat. King's Homes is in the building right now with your boy DJ Strick the Legend. Y'all can't go nowhere. Y'all got to keep it locked right here. The Strick City Radio on 95.7 Jams.
In a world that seems to be built on shifting sands, we build our world on solid rock. King's Ranch and Hannah Homes. One united purpose. Now, one united name. King's Home, where hope lives.
Hello, fear. Sometimes you gotta face fear and tell them where to go, all right? I still got him in the studio, and Lew Burdette of King's Home is here. And man, you guys do some incredible work with young people and women. And I just want people to understand at King's Home, what are some of the issues? And I know we're not gonna get personal with any one person, but some of the things that you may see come into King's Home.
Well, the circumstances that youth and mom and kids come to us are just devastating. You know, when you've been locked in a closet for days at a time and horrific physical abuse, that you're fleeing domestic violence and you're living in an abandoned school bus off of a dirt road in St. Clair County, or being beaten with boat paddles every day. And, you know, those are the good stories. I mean,
wow.
Those are the ones I can share on air. I mean, some of the ugly, grossest, darkest kinds of stories I can't even share. They're so ugly. And so kids need a lot of help. I mean, they need a lot of help to overcome that. And that's why we are all about Jesus, because we know he is the only healer that can put those broken pieces back together again. And we do it in 9 loving homes for youth, where mom and dad are living in the home with these kids, because they've never had that model before. Right. You know, how does mom and dad in a loving home, how does that work? Right. They've never seen that. Right. So we have, safe, loving homes where kids can make sense out of life, have a chance to start over in life. And I tell everybody, DJ, we are not a hangout program. Okay. Every kid setting goals the first 2 weeks they're there. Good. Every mom is setting goals the first 2 weeks she's there.
So if you have seen things that you couldn't even, we couldn't even talk about on radio, could you explain to me some of the success stories, like when you actually present? Because I know people have a lot of issues, and a lot of times people try to help other people through issues, and they don't use Jesus.
Right.
You know, they leave him out of the equation. But if you kind of can explain to me how, okay, you presented Jesus to somebody that really, really had a tough time in life. How did that actually turn him around? Because I know you've seen this firsthand.
It's so much fun seeing God transform lives. You know, and what I say immediately and I love that question, DJ, thanks for asking that, because I say it's 100% success. Because if you come from that circumstance and you're in a safe, loving home for one day, and you can hear something about hope and something about Jesus, and eternal seeds are planted even the first day, then that's 100% success, because we know God's going to use that some way, somehow, sometime.
Because his word will not go out void. It's going to do what it's supposed to do.
That's right. But that lady that I said, you know, locked in the closet for days with her 3 kids and such horrific physical abuse, she went on, she said, all I know is I was good in math. Can I take a math class? And I've always had a dream of going to college. That's what I want to do. Right. First 2 weeks there, setting goals, you know, I said, setting goals. She went on and she got her master's in accounting from University of Alabama. And I've heard her speak so many times.
Master's
she said,
in accounting.
In accounting. And she said, when I came to King's Home, I had no hope. And look at me now. I had a chance to do something I never dreamt. First generation of any family member of her family to attend college and graduate with master's in accounting.
And the process was coming to King's Home, being introduced to Jesus, and then she was able to make the steps in her life to where she can get back to where she needed to be, and master's in accounting.
Isn't that fun?
Wow.
Seeing God do abundantly more than we could ever dream or hope for.
So, and I hate to talk about the world, but you know, when we talk about this, you have to say, man, people have so many issues. They have so many things and say, this is wrong, that's wrong, we need to do this, we need to do that. But the biggest thing that we need to do is just pray that Jesus helps us all to be able to get through these issues, right?
That's right, and that's why we point them to Jeremiah 29:11. That yes, life hasn't treated you fairly. We all know that. We accept that. But where are you today? Because you got your whole life in front of you. That's where the hope is. You know, so God has a plan. He has a plan to take that ugliness and the bad things that have happened and let Him use it for good if we follow Him.
If we follow Him. I have Lew Burdette here from King's Homes, and November 18th they have Campfire coming up, and we're going to talk some more about all the things that's going on at Campfire, how you can get down there, all the details in just a second. You know what you got. Your boy DJ Strick the Legend, and this is 95.7 James.
In a world that seems to be built on shifting sands, we build our world on solid rock. King's Ranch and Hannah Homes. One united purpose. Now, one united name. King's Home, where hope lives.
Hey man, it's your boy DJ Strick the Legend, and we're back in the studio with Lew Burdette of King's Home. And man, we've been talking so much about how they actually help young people in the community. And man, they have an event coming up on November 18th, and it's actually on your main campus, right?
A week from today, DJ, at 2 o'clock, we're kicking off with a fishing rodeo, live nativity, campfires, and go to kampfirefortheking.org, and it's K. kampfirefortheking.org, or just call 205-678-8331 for more information. We had 3,000 people out on campus last year, so free event, family fun, hay rides around the lake, and we have real fish in our lake now. 10-pound bass in that lake.
This is something we gotta say. I got a lot of people that like fishing. You know, a lot of people. I'm from Opelika, I gotta tell you that, but I'm not a fisher. But everybody I come in contact with, they love fishing. I'm like, I fished when I was younger. I really would rather go to Publix. Well, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, actually like fishing. And you guys actually, is it something where y'all actually load the pond up, or you already got fish down there?
Man, we got fish out there.
Wow. And
it's sponsored by Mark's Outdoor Sports with Randy Howell, professional bass angler from Springville. I wish I could talk for an hour about Randy. He has such a great heart for kids and great heart for Jesus. But we kick off the afternoon there, and these are and it is well stocked. Like I'm serious, 10-pound bass. I mean, we've had Southeastern Pond Management come out and check our lake, and we have some big bass in there, catfish, and we'll have prizes. Biggest fish, girls prize, boys prize, under 12, over 12. It's a lot of. We had 300 people fishing last year.
So do you just have to use a reel and a rod, or can you use your hands?
You can do anything you want to do. We want you to have fun.
You know, they have that TV show where they actually catch the catfish with their hands, but that's another story. But you have something for the whole family, fishing, and you got
inflatables for kids. The hayride is awesome. We have a big bonfire at the end, and then the groups. We got Day 7 coming from Northwest Georgia, Catalyst Red, some other local groups. The youth pastor Joe Brantley is going to share his heart and his testimony, which involves some abuse in his childhood, and so we're looking for a great day and God to do amazing things at King's Home.
People are hearing this and they want more information about what you're doing. How can they get it?
kingshome.org. Go to our website. That is so easy. Kingshome, KINGSHOME.org. Check us out. Campfire with a K. Kampfirefortheking.org. Check us out there about all the event information, where to go. It's in Chelsea, easy to find. We have every turn that's marked, how to get there that day. And come out next Sunday. It is a fun family day.
Man, well, I really appreciate you coming out and sharing this with our audience. And man, I really hope people come out. If you go out there, find Lew and tell him, hey, I heard you on the radio. And it'll make me feel good to know that he actually knows that this works. And man, thank you again for taking the time. And y'all know what we do, man. We only really try to help because Strick love the kids. So definitely go to Campfire for the King is an event on Facebook, and it's on my Facebook page right now. So you can definitely check that out and be a part of this great event because it is free for you. And if you win that boat, let me ride. That's all I gotta say.
Amen.
Again, you know what you catch, your boy DJ Strick the Legend, and this is 95.7 Jams.